In this video tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the process of setting up and using a question library as part of your quiz in Moodle. So first of all, go ahead and open your quiz. Go up to the blue gear in the upper right and go down to Question Bank. Your question bank can store all sorts of different questions. They have questions and they have categories. Categories are like folders. Questions are where all the questions are. I'm going to go ahead and create a new category. So to create a new category, I'm going to click on Categories and scroll down. Underneath Add Category, the parent category will be the root of your course. Now this will be the 2020 fall course that you're teaching. I'm going to go ahead and create a new category called Movie Trivia. At this point, I can go ahead and click Add Category. Now to add questions to my Movie Trivia, you will see the folder here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it will display all the questions that are in my Movie Trivia Question Bank category. I'm going to go ahead and add a question. So I'm going to click Create a New Question, choose the type of question, and click Add. I'm going to go ahead and add a few questions to this question library. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes. So you can see my first question is there. I'm going to go ahead and add another question. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes. So you continue adding your questions to your question library. Now, if you'd like to transfer questions from one category to another, you can go ahead and click on the Questions tab, choose the folder that you'd like to copy information from. It'll display the quiz questions here, and you can simply just check the questions that you'd like to copy or move over. And down here where it says Move To, you just simply choose your new category and click Move To. What it will do then is move these questions to this Movie Trivia Question Library category. So you can continue building out your categories as you want to. Little heads up, if you want to do random quizzes, you can create different categories based on points. So maybe some are worth 1 point, some questions are worth 5 points, some questions are worth 10 points. You can build those into each category. You can also have different categories based on chapters, based on lessons, and based on concepts. Keep in mind that you don't have to create categories, but if you do want to do random quizzes, it is easier to select those later on. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my movie. What I'd like to do now is I would like to add in my questions from that question library. I would like to add in my questions from that question bank. I'm going to go ahead and click on the blue gear and go down to Edit Quiz. To add in questions, just like I added in this question before, I can go to Add, but this time I want to add from the question bank. Right up on top is where I can choose my category of Movie Trivia. Here I can pick one or several just by checking them, or I can select the option on top to select all of my quiz questions. To preview them at any point, you can go ahead and click on the preview option. Once I want to add these into my course, I go ahead and add selected questions to my quiz. And here are my questions in my quiz. Let's say that I'd like to do a random quiz from my question library. When I'm putting in my questions into my movie quiz, I go ahead and go to Add, and instead of adding from New or from the question bank, this time I choose a random question. Right up on top, I choose the category that I want to grab my questions from. So in this particular case, I'm going to go into a folder where I have 250 questions. Right here on top, I choose how many random questions I would like to have. So I'm going to go ahead and select 25. In other words, I'm saying I would like 25 questions out of this category that contains 250 questions. That means that each of my students is most likely going to have a very unique and individualized quiz. I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Random Question. Now you can see that I have my 25 questions in there, and each one of them is random. So it will not show me a preview because it is picking up a random question.